Hello Rovers, it is your host Zaykaze here, and as you can probably hear in my voice, I'm a little under the weather today. My brain literally feels like unoptimized echoes, and my voice sounds like I've been fighting the Threnodian Leviathan for like 3 days straight. But that will not stop me from giving you the absolute drops on the current upcoming WuWa news. We are in the thick of version 2.7 Dawn Breaks on the Dark Tides, and the next limited banner is just around the corner. We've got the new 5-star Aero sub DPS Qiuyuan dropping soon, and the community is split. Is he a universal amazing buffer, or is he a niche unit for Galbrenna and for Lova teams? Today I have pushed past the cold to deliver you the definite answer. We're going to go over the full kit, the best echo sets, and the most optimal teams for him, and whether or not you should spend your hard-earned Astrites. Let's get into it. Let's roll the clips. For his kit breakdown, the 3 stance and ultimate buffs. So Qiuyuan is an Aero sub DPS slash buffer, and everything revolves around his forte circuit. First, the meter that you build. This meter primarily is through your basic attacks and dodge encounters. Once you hit a certain breakpoint, you will unlock enhanced versions of his skills, which we call stances. Stance 1, 200 points, is called Ink Wash. It gives you a burst of energy regeneration. For a stance 2, which is 400 points, it's called Bamboo Shade. This is where the main support part of his kit grants a massive echo skill damage bonus to the entire team. This is why he is considered the best buffer for the characters like Galbrenna or even for Lova. Stance 3, it takes 600 skill points. Ink Splash of Mind enhances his personal damage, focusing on powerful, heavy attacks. His Resonance Liberation, aka his ultimate, is the second half of his support kit. Upon casting, it grants a significant long-lasting crit damage bonus to all resonators on the team. This is a great universal buff, but other characters can often provide more specific value. His outro skill, when he leaves the field, he grants a huge time-limited echo damage amplification to the next character. This is the linchpin for his best teams. Now, for my favorite part, let's get him geared up for almost every scenario your best echo set is. Best in shot honestly would be a 5-piece Law of Harmony. This set synergizes perfectly with boosting his heavy attack damage while simultaneously providing a team-wide echo skill damage bonus. Alternative support would be a 5-piece Moonlit Cloud. This is a more traditional support set if you are trying to prioritize quick attack buffs over his specialized echo buffs. Now for stats, we are trying to maximize his support value and secure his ultimate crit damage buff. Main echo set 4 cost crit rate or attack percent honestly are your best two to have. You'll need about 75% crit rate for his liberation buff to hit his maximum potential, so check your substats. For the 3 costs, of course, you always want to go with arrow damage bonus. That would be your best. And for your 1 cost, attack percent or even energy regen if you're struggling with your ultimate uptime. Weapons, best in slot, honestly, Emerald Sentence, his 5-star signature. It provides high crit substats and a passive, giving an echo skill damage bonus to the team and the heavy attack damage bonus for himself. It's perfectly tailored for him as always. If you want a good free to play or a 4-star alternative, Emerald of Genesis, a great general sword option providing energy regen and attack buffs. This is where Qiuyuan shines or stumbles. He is tailor-made for one primary role, the Echo Skill Team Enabler. For his Team 1, honestly, Qiuyuan as a sub-DPS, Galbrenna as your main DPS, and Shorekeeper, of course, or Verena, you can have as your sustain. Why it works? I mean, Galbrenna's damage heavily relies on her Echo skill. Qiuyuan outro and Forte stance provides a big Echo skill damage buff in the game, turning Galbrenna echo hits into absolute nuke. Starts with your sustain, which would be your Verena or Shorekeeper, and then you switch to Qiuyuan, build his meter, use his liberation outro, then Galbrenna, nukes with her skill being echoed buffed. Team 2, as always, you'll have your sub DPS being Qiuyuan Arrow, and then you can also have as your main DPS or sub DPS for Lova, and sustain would be your Cantarella or Shorekeeper once again. Or if you don't have either of them, Verena as the free-to-play option. Why this team works is because Qiuyuan's heavy attack pairs perfectly well with Lova's heavy attack focus and still amplifies her echo skill damage. This high damage quick swap team works perfect. Note, while Qiuyuan can be on-field DPS, this requires high investment, specifically in his sequence 3, his S3. At S0, his personal damage is significantly lower than a dedicated carry. Should you pull for Qiuyuan, here is the final verdict. You should pull if you own or plan to pull for or even want to maximize the damage of Galbrenna or Lova. If you want any of these, Qiuyuan is the absolute best person you should pull for both those teams. Qiuyuan is an essential. He is the best echo skill buffer in the game. You can skip if your main DPS characters rely on basic attack, heavy attack, or even liberation damage, just like Jinshi or even the upcoming character Chisa or a standard rover build. His value here drops dramatically as his specialized buffs are mostly wanted. Conditional pull. Of course, if you're a whale or a long-term player who wants a strong arrow main DPS, down the line pulling for a S3 Qiuyuan unlocks an entire new high tier on-field playstyle. In summary, Qiuyuan is an ultimate specialist. He is either a must pull for his niche or a solid skip for everyone else. That wraps up everything you need to know for today about Qiuyuan. Let me know in the comments, are you pulling for this arrow swordsman, or are you saving up your Astrite for the next banner when Chisa drops? If this guide was helpful and helped you make a decision, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more comprehensive Wuthering Wave guides. It is your boy Zaykaze, your host, signing off.